These are my first two Orthodox icons, St. Thomas and Jesus. Next, I'm going to get Theotokos. Yesterday after Divine Liturgy, my priest gave these to me. He blessed them on Sunday. I also got some holy water. And when I was Protestant a few months ago, I had this issue thinking that icons were idols. You know, it's idolatry. You can't have this because Jesus didn't look like that and it's just a piece of wood. But actually, it's symbolism. Like if I hang up a cross in my house, it's not idolatry to hang it up to remind me of the love God has for me and everybody else, right? He died on a cross for all of us. Now, it would be idolatry if I thought that that cross protected my house, if I prayed to that cross, if I thought there was power in that cross. But no, it's a simple reminder, it's symbolism, just like Jesus right here, you know. XCIC, I am the way and the truth and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. It says that on the book. So it's symbolism. I see this, it reminds me of Jesus. Like on my phone, I have an icon of Jesus as well, because every time I open my phone, I see Jesus. It reminds me of God, so I can pray to God. I can see the Jesus prayer. I can fixate my mind on God frequently throughout the day. And then St. Thomas, my friend actually gave me this because I'm very inquisitive. You know, my whole journey, my whole Christian journey has been trying to find the true church, trying to find truth, having an issue with Protestantism, how there's so much confusion and different beliefs, and there has to be a baseline truth, okay? And by the grace of God, after 4.5 years, I found it in the Orthodox Church. So my friend gave me this St. Thomas icon, and it says, "My Lord and my God," on the piece of paper. So I'm very excited, man. These are my first two icons. It's crazy just how God has changed my mindset, changed my views on things in the last couple months of me researching and diving into Orthodoxy, talking to my priest at the church, reading Orthodox books, listening to debates between Protestants and Orthodox followers. And it's just been very eye-opening. I'm very blessed. I'm very humbled to go down this journey, because for 4.5 years of being a Christian, it's basically been this selfish walk, right? Like, what can God do for me? Christian self-help, listen to all these sermons to like improve your life and not really learn about church history, not learn about theology, you know, just listen to the Christian self-help. But yeah, man, very beautiful icons. Theotokos is going to be next. There's this one of Jesus, like, with his shirt off, you know, I think he like died or something, and Mary's like holding him. Very amazing. I used to actually have a big deal with Mary. I kind of looked down on Mary. I kind of disrespected Mary because I kind of heard how like the Catholics were like, "Oh, Mary's sinless." And I'm like, there's no way she's sinless. She's a person like us. She needs Jesus like us. And like she does, right? But, you know, Mary is full of grace. She's the woman that gave birth to God, you know? She's the mother of God, of Jesus's human nature. That's a very big deal. That's a very big deal to get chosen by God to give birth to the second person of the Holy Trinity. That's a very big deal. But through my ignorance and my pride and my mindset, you know, I disrespected Mary. But now I'm learning more about Mary. I'm very fond of Mary. I'm very appreciative for like what she did. You know, I think she's the first Orthodox saint, I believe, or something like that. You know, she's very, very special, very valuable, and I have so much to learn, right? And I have a lot of icons to get. I'm not trying to get too carried away, though, because when I get into stuff, I tend to go all out. Like, that's my Orthodox icons. Let me show you all one more time. Very beautiful icons. I would love to get some suggestions on what I should get next. If you have any icon websites, send some links. I'll check them out. I would like to add to my collection. I'm trying to pace myself, though. I don't want to go crazy.